Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me for Burn today. My name is Janae and I will be taking you through today's workout. We've got 2 little mini circuits, 3 exercises each. We'll be working the full body today. Before we jump into it, let's get started with our modified driven warm-up. So we're starting down on the ground, we're sitting back on our heels, getting 4 T-spine rotations on each side. So left elbow is going to start on the ground in front of me, right hand's behind my head. Rotating out to each side 4 times. Getting nice deep breaths with each rotation. And forward. Then from here, going up into a tabletop position for bird dogs. So reaching out one heel, stretching forward the opposite hand, meeting back in the center each time. Getting 4 on each side. And 4. Good. From here, going to go into lift off. So if we need to stay in that bird dog, go ahead and do that. Other option here is to lightly lift your knees off the ground just a little bit. I'm going to lift one foot, opposite hand off the floor. Just hovering above the ground for a second or 2. Stabilizing the core, trying to keep the hips from rocking back and forth too much. Awesome. All right, lastly, we've got our driven flow. So getting up into a high plank position. Right foot's coming up to the right hand, sinking into that stretch. Reaching up to the right, coming back down. Shifting over to a lunge onto my left leg. Coming back forward as my left knee drops down. Reaching up, pushing that hip forward, hip flexor stretch. Back to the center and switching sides. Left knee's coming up. I'm rotating up to the left, back down, shifting over to a lunge on my right leg. Coming back forward, that right knee drops down, tucking the hip, pushing them forward, hip flexor stretch. Back to the center and rocking it back onto my heels, getting into as low of a squat as I can. Coming back out for round 2. Right foot's coming up, rotating up to the right, back down, shifting over to a lunge on my left leg. Coming back forward as my left knee drops down, tucking those hips, pushing forward, hip flexor stretch. Back to the center and switching sides. Left foot's coming up, rotating up to the left. Back down, shifted over, lunging onto the right leg. Coming forward, right knee drops down, rotating under. Hip flexor stretch, back to the center. And second at time, rocking it back into our low squat. Coming back out for round 3. Right foot's coming up, rotating up to the right. Back down, shifting over to a lunge on my left leg. Coming back forward, left knee's dropping down, hips tucking under, pushing forward, hip flexor stretch. Back to the center, switching sides, last time on the left. Foot coming up, rotating up to the left. Back down, shifted over, lunging onto my right leg. Coming forward, right knee's dropping down, tucking under, pushing forward. Hip flexor stretch, last time. Rocking it back into that low squat, getting a little deeper. Hands coming up overhead as we stand up tall. And let's get into it. So, circuit number 1, we've got a lower body exercise. I'm going to show you all 3 of them before we get started so you can crank out these 3 rounds before moving on to the next. So we've got a low squat hold and an alternating reverse lunge. So I'll show you on kind of an angle here. So I'm going to be dropping down into a squat, sitting back, most of the weight's on the back of my heels here. And then I'm going to alternate one leg at a time. It's going to be kind of easier to keep your balance when your legs are close. Tapping one heel back, tapping one knee back behind us, alternating that lunge back and forth, staying as low as we can that entire time. From there, we're going to go into prisoner squats with an inchworm. So for those, hands are behind my head for those prisoner squats, dropping the hips nice and low, my chest is staying tall, and then I'm dropping my hands down on the floor, walking myself into an inchworm, and walking myself back up, right back into those 2 squats. After that, we are going down on the ground for Supermans. So I'm laying on my stomach, we should be pretty familiar with these. Activating that whole posterior chain, bringing our feet up off the floor, squeezing my shoulder blades together, Keeping those shoulders locked in as I reach my hands overhead and pull those elbows back down. All right, we have got 40 seconds of work for each of these exercises. We're going 3 rounds through, and then we're moving on to the next circuit. All right, grab a sip of water if you need it before we get rolling. And we are getting started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So staying low, starting with that squat hold. Alternating legs back. The knee should just be barely hovering above the ground every time we step back in that reverse lunge. And challenge yourself a little bit more. Get a little bit lower, as close to 90 degrees as you can with our hips. Nice work. Good. We just got 10 seconds to go here. Keep crushing it. Quads should be burning. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. All right, hop into the other side of the mat or whatever area we've got. We are doing our prisoner squats and inchworms in just 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hands behind the head. 1, 2 squats. Hands are dropping down. You're going to challenge your core at the end. Walk those hands out a little bit further. Coming back up, right back into those prisoner squats. Nice job. All the way out. Couple extra steps at the end. Whole body's working here. Stay nice and tall in those squats. Nice work, everyone. Let's finish strong. One more round through, less than 10 seconds. Get that last inchworm in there. Walking it back up in 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, making our way down to our mat for our Supermans. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The feet are off the floor. My entire backside is engaged. Reaching those arms up overhead, but I'm not shrugging at the top, so shoulders are staying down and locked in the whole time. Nice, slow, controlled movement here. Good, nice work. We're over halfway through already. There we go, last 10. Let's finish strong. Keep crushing it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. All right, let's hop back up on our feet. There we go. For round 2, we're gonna jump right back into it. We'll get water after these 3 rounds. Back to our squat holds in 3, 2, 1. Drop it low. Here we go. Staying low in that squat. Back knee's coming down. I'm not stepping my foot back too far either. I want my knee coming to that heel that's forward. So just stepping back enough that we can keep this angle. We're not overextending that leg behind us. Nice work. Good, keep it going. Less than 10, guys. We're almost there. Push through that burn in the quads in 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Moving to the end of our mat, whatever space we've got. Got our prisoner squats and inchworms in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 2. Walking those hands all the way out. Challenge your core at the end. Keep a nice pace going. Remember, as soon as my hand drops down, all my weight is on that arm. Oop. I don't know why I just did a push-up there. Feel free to add a push-up at the end if you want. Got too excited. All right, walking all the way out. Challenging the core. Or doing a push-up if we want. Keep it going. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, down to the ground for our Supermans. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulling back. Shoulders staying locked in. Nice and controlled movement. Squeezing those shoulder blades down and back. Pulling my elbows tight at the bottom. Nice work, everybody. Staying it halfway through the set. No, it doesn't look like we're doing much, but we should be working hard during this movement. There we go, less than 10. Almost there. Squeeze at the top. Keep powering through. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome work, everyone. All right, little extra long break for this one. We are back in 10 seconds. Up on your feet. We've got our final round, and then we're moving on to our next set of exercises. In 3, 2, 1, get low. Stepping back. My knee is just coming to that heel before me. Your hips are staying even and we're not rocking to one side or the other. They should be staying level to the ground. That wasn't. Do this whole movement. Nice job. We need to shake it out for a second. Get up, get right back down. We're staying as low as we can through this whole time. Nice job. We've got 10 seconds to go. Almost there. Good. Get one more in there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Quads are feeling it. Let's move on. Getting ready for our inchworms in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hands behind the head. Staying tall in those prisoner squats. Hands down on the floor as we walk out into our inchworms. Nice job. Keep working. Get pace going. Do this whole 40. Coming back after Thanksgiving weekend. Working off all of our turkey and stuffing. Nice job. All right, last inchworm in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work, everyone. All right, we got our last one, Superman, coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's crush it. Here we go. Activating our backs, driving those elbows down, squeezing the shoulder blades together, coming back up tall. Nice work. Go, keep working hard. We're almost there. We'll get a little water break after this. Good. Last 10, keep crushing it. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome work. Nice job, everyone. That marks halfway through our workout. Grab a little sip of water before we move on. All right, let's do it. So upper body, lower body, everything's still working on this next one. A little core in here too. So we're gonna be starting off with a moving plank and push-up. Love these moving planks. If you've done classes with me before. So starting up on my hands, I'm gonna go to elbows, back to hands, and then other side's gonna lead down and up, and then I'm gonna get a push-up at the top. So we're alternating back and forth between those two movements. If we need a little break, you can stay in either the high or low plank. For either of those, I'll give some modifications as we go. After that, we've got high knees to a reverse deadlift, single leg. So we've got 5 high knees. So if I start with this one up, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm on my other leg. I'm going to go into a single leg deadlift. Come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm on the other leg. That one's kicking back. So got to keep control of that count and make sure we're switching legs every time. And then stabilizing ourselves before we go back into that reverse deadlift. After that, we've got hamstring curl walkouts. So for this one, if you have sliders, or socks or whatever, and you want to do hamstring curls like that, totally cool. If not, if we're on the ground like I am, we're going to roll our hips up, and then we're going to slowly walk my heels out. It's going to get more challenging on my hamstrings the further I go, and then I'm going to walk it back in. So even if it's just a little step out and in, totally fine. Keep it controlled. Make sure those hips are staying high, glutes are staying engaged, core is engaged too, so we're not feeling it in the lower back. And I will give some modifications for that as well as we go. All right, flipping it over. Let's grab that last sip of water. Get ready for our moving plank and push-ups that are going here in just 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds. Here we go. So I'm going down and up, leading with each side. Then I'm going to get a push-up at the top. Good. If we need to, we can drop down to our knees for that push-up portion, coming back up. If we need a little break at all, just hold either that high plank or that low plank for a few seconds before moving on to the next thing. Nice work. We just got 10 more seconds here. Getting that upper body moving. Let's finish strong. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome work. All right, let's hop up on our feet, right into those high knees and single leg deadlifts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Landing, stabilizing, pushing back into that single leg. 4, 5. Now I'm on the other side, stabilizing. Before I go back, squeezing my glutes on the way up, driving this heel into the floor. Stabilize. Nice. Keep a good pace going. Working all the way through. We're over halfway. There we go. Get one more on the other side. Stabilize. And driving that heel straight back to the wall. And time. Awesome work. All right, let's make our way to the floor. Hamstring walk out. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So hands down on the ground beside you. It's going to help with that hip stabilization. Goal here is to not let my hips rock back and forth too much. So keeping it nice and tight. Hips are off the floor as much as we can. Other option here, specifically with glute bridges, make sure our heels are digging into the floor, toes are up, or putting one leg up, getting some single leg here. If the intensity of those walkouts is too much, whatever we're doing, keep it going. Final 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! All right, that's round 1, y'all. Let's keep rolling. Little extra long break. We'll get 20 seconds instead of 10 in between this one. We're already back in 5 seconds for our moving plank and push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So for these moving planks, feet are going to be a little bit wider apart. If we need some more hip stabilization, my wrist should be right under my shoulders every time I'm coming up. Get a nice push up in there. Make sure our body's staying in a straight line. Hips aren't coming up or down. Nice work. Power through. Less than 10 seconds here. Remember, modify when needed. Hold one of those planks. 2, 1. Nice work. All right, moving on. Work the lower body. High knees, single leg deadlifts, going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stabilize. Woo. Pushing that heel straight back to the wall behind me. Nice work. Keep going. Stabilize all the way through. Knees coming up to about waist level on those high knees. We're using the core a little bit in there too. Good. Last 10 seconds. Get the last one on the other side. And rest. Awesome work. All right, make our way to the ground. Got our hamstring walk out. Going in, 3, 2, 1. Hips rolling up. Here we go. So heels planted on the floor. Be nice and slow. All the way out. Coming all the way back in. If we need to come back, reset, come down, back up. Make sure glutes are engaged as we continue that move. Knees are burning at the end there. All right, nice work, everyone. Keep going, keep going. Just got 10 seconds left here. Thumb stretch. Nice work. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. All right, a little extra break. Get 20 seconds. It's already down to 10 seconds, so get ready. Flipping it over. Final round. Let's finish strong. Moving planks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Core staying engaged. Make sure on those moving planks as well that our hips are dropping with us, so they're not staying up as we drop down into that elbow position. And they're coming back up with us. Aren't staying too high, aren't dropping too low. Right in a nice straight line. There we go. Fight through it. We're almost there. Less than 10. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. Up on our feet. Let's get right to it. High knee single leg deadlift. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leg up, stabilizing. Pushing that heel straight back to the wall behind me. Heel straight back. Nice job. Stabilize. Good. Whew. Fighting through this last round. Let's finish strong, everyone. Nice. Go. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. Get one more real quick on each side. And last one. Back. And rest. Awesome work. All right, let's finish strong. Last hamstring curl walkout going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hips rolling up. I'm just going to take one step out, one step back in, and I'm going to reset. So I'm going out, out, in, reset. Come back up, out, out, in. We need to stick with those bridges or stick with inching your way out to that extended position, coming back in, whatever we're doing. Last 10 seconds of work here. We're almost there. There we go. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo, we made it. Awesome work, everybody. That was awesome. Crushed the workout. Go ahead and grab a sip of water. Catch your breath here for a minute. We'll make our way into some stretches. So we're going to be doing our side lying T-spine rotation. Let your breath come down. Deep breathing. All right, so everything's stacked on top of each other. Hips, knees, pull that past 90 degrees. One arm straight in front. I'm going to draw a big circle all the way around, stretching out shoulders, chest, upper back, opening it up. Nice and slow, 3 on each side. Good, and then switching over, other way. Pulling those knees up again, same thing on this side. 3 big circles, opening up chest, shoulders, and back. Good. All right, while we're on the ground here, we get the lower body too. So I'm gonna lay down, let my right leg hang down, flat onto the ground. I'm gonna grab the back of my left leg right above my knee, extend that foot up, stretch out the calves a little bit. Remember this whole time, right leg staying planted. Come down and up again, stretching as high as I can, hitting the hamstrings and calves. One more here. I'm going to take my right hand outside of my left knee, pull it across, opening at the hip, lower back here. Shoulder blades should be flat on the ground. Get a couple deep breaths in this position. And coming back to the center. Now I'm letting my left leg drop down. Right leg's coming up. Holding the back above my knee. Stretching that leg up straight as I can. 2, 3. Let it drop back down and up. And one more time. And taking left hand outside of my right knee. Stretching it across. Letting my right arm lay flat on the ground. Shoulder blades are down. Nice stretch in the outside of my hip. Deep breath here. And back to the center and releasing. All right. Awesome job today, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me through that workout. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit us with a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Stay updated with all of our upcoming workouts. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, and I will see you next time.